Hello and welcome to Fine Arts with Besim. And today we're just continuing our portrait of the Pope. And we're going to start the beard, actually. So to do the beard, I chose a new brush here. I'm going to create a bit of a flesh tint, a very light flesh tint. And just run it wherever the beard is going. Okay, so I'm going to start with the mustache. Okay, and that should be good enough. Using my handy computer here to zoom in and out. And with the tip of the brush, you want to create hairlines, both light and dark. In all different directions, of course. And of course, there isn't one way of painting beards. There's plenty. And so the dark will be the hair under, because there's always reflections and shade in beards. Okay. Right. And with the very fine brush, we'll start making the hairs. Of course, you can go over it as many times as you need. Hair is almost always experimental. There isn't one way of doing it. You just kind of gotta get the hang of it. And here you can apply a lot of paint. A lot of paint here so that it really shows. Okay, but before I finish the mustache and the beard, I have to put more of the skin tone I created. First of all, you see some of the skin here under the mouth. Of course, it's shaded. Okay, and more of that. You don't want to leave any of the surface blank. You have to cover everything in color. Okay. So I'm just creating that skin tone again, where I'm using the pink, the yellow, and the orange. I'm just mixing them together till I get the desired color. Okay, that looks just about right. And of course, skin tone is different from one person to another. Okay. Just want to cover everything in that skin tone. And I'm actually going to start doing the lip. So for the lip, I'm going to zoom in just a little more on my laptop here. And now I can see it clearly. So more browns and pinks than oranges in the lip. Okay. There's many different ways of painting portraits. Some people use a lot more paint than I do, which is fine. Everyone sort of develops a style. When I was in university, people had so many different ways of painting faces and portraits and things like that. And a lot of people used greens and blues for flesh tint, which was really cool because when you step back and you take a look, you see it just as flesh tint. When all the colors are splotched together near on the skin, on the face, it looks like flesh because apparently the flesh reflects different colors. If there's blue, you're outside standing and there's blue sky, there's always a little bit of blue in your skin tone. Actually, if you take a digital image and you zoom in real close, the pixels actually show a little bit of that flesh tint. And if there's green, it reflects green. So it was really interesting to see some of that stuff. Of course, what I'm doing is a little more straightforward and simple. But still takes time nevertheless. Okay, just going to do the line separating the upper and lower lip. Now you really want to take your time with this stuff, and if you feel like you need to go back and correct something, you really should, because oils are very easy to correct, very forgiving. So now that I have the lip done, I can go on with the beard and the mustache. And if there's something that's not very clear in the photo, it's probably best to paint it the way you see it, instead of assuming that someone's mouth or nose or eyes are supposed to look a certain way, because what you do end up doing is making it up, and it actually takes away from the image itself or the realism of the person you're painting. So you want to be as true as possible to the photo you're using. And I'm just going to continue with the mustache here. It's actually just going over the lip. You can put a dark underlayer for the mustache. That way it'll provide the shade under the white hairs. Okay, and I'm just finishing off the mustache here, and hopefully I get to start the beard next time. But this is generally how you do the hair, and hopefully we continue with that next time. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you guys next time.